Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel today. Today I want to talk about pre-rigging lures up before you go fishing. So what I have here is I have some Ned rigs and I have some other Ned rigs and some what I call Mini-Neds. And basically what I've taken is I've cut down some plastic worms I had that were larger size, like I think they were 4 inches on the green pumpkin ones here, and then on the two-tone ones that are green pumpkin and white, they were like a 6 inch worm. So I cut them down to create some Ned rigs, lures out of them. And the reason I've pre-rigged a lot of these is because it's a big time saver when you're fishing. A lot of the guys I know that are experienced anglers that use Ned rigs or plastic jigs a lot will typically pre-rig a lot of lures ahead of time before they hit the water. And what it does is it does tend to save you time, because one thing about Ned rigs is you're bouncing them along the bottom of a body of water. They're very prone to getting snagged up and sometimes breaking off. So having a bunch of them already pre-rigged when you're going to be fishing Neds or even Mini-Neds will save you a great deal of time. It just helps to speed the process along. Plus, if you have some old worms that you're plastic worms you're not doing anything with, it's great to cut them down and just turn them into Ned rigs to make a smaller profile. But anyway, what I've done is I pre-rigged a couple with the shroom heads, and this is the larger size. I think this is like the 1/6 ounce size, and then I think the next ones down are the 1/5 ounce size, I think. And so they're a little smaller. So it'll give you a couple different fall rates. And I've done the same thing with these as well. These have the heavier shroom heads from Z-Man, and then these have a smaller head. And like I say, you don't have to use Z-Man, Ned rings. You could use other companies make them as well. And then I also had some leftover worm bits that were a little smaller from the plastic worms I cut down. So I decided to make what I call a Mini-Ned. So a little bit shorter in size than that. And I used just a couple of 1/4 ounce ball jig heads and a couple of colors, just a black and a chartreuse and green to help give it a little contrast. And next time I'm going to go Ned rig fishing, I'll just take the packets with me. And then if I snag and break up the one that's already tied on the pole, I have a quickly can retie on, and I'm right back in business. I don't have to stop and trim the worm up and fit it onto the jig head and that. And really, that's the idea behind pre-rigging. So, if you're going to be going out using some plastic bodies and you're going to running them on jigs, whether you use like craws or worms or whatever, consider pre-rigging some stuff ahead of time, because it can definitely be a time saver for you when you're out there in the field fishing. And as always, thanks again for watching the channel, and appreciate your viewership. And get out on the water when you can. The bite has just been phenomenal this fall in the Kentucky area. This has probably been one of the best weeks I've had all season as far as the bass bite has just been hot, very, very hot. A lot of fish are biting, and not only bass, but other species as well. Crappie are starting to pick up. White bass and yellow bass are starting to pick up in the bite, and pretty good sized fish as well. So the fall is really, really a great time to get out on the water when you can. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.